Yes, everyone. How are we doing? It's Friday. It's Friday. How is everyone doing? Big up everyone who's here so far. Smash the likes if you can. Just before we start, I realise Cucurella is injured, so I completely forgot about that. Yeah, error of misjudgment. So that's not. It's my. I'm at the parents' residence at the moment, so. Yep. So I'm not in my residence today. I'm at my parents because we're all going to watch the game together. So it's going to be really good. But yeah, I hope everyone is well. Gitinho, of course. Toby, Cal. Hope you're well. Dodgers did a post at 5:04. What did he post? Let's have a quick look. I've been completely off grid at the moment with a lot of things. So I do apologise for my negligence yesterday. I wasn't there. Got a few personal things I'm trying to deal with at the moment. Is it about the Nicholas Jackson news, Toby? Is it? Is it Cucurella? Which one is it? Let's have a look. Cal, I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're having a good Friday. Let's have a look. Is it this one here about Nicholas Jackson? Is it this news? Oh no, Cucurella. Okay, it's an hour ago. 1 hour ago. Oh. Oh. Okay. Maybe I knew about that all along. Hopefully, Marc Cucurella might be back. We're not sure. We are not sure. But look, so obviously this is the match countdown before the game today. Obviously it has to be a must-win, right? Regardless of who is on the pitch. Surely we have to beat Hull. Obviously, I understand that they're quite an informed team at the moment in the Championship. I think they are. Are they third at the moment? Are they third? Let's check. Obviously, Lampard's Coventry are obviously pushed off from the first, obviously top of the league, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully, they can get back on it. But regardless, we need to be winning today. Hull are fourth. Sorry, they are fourth. So Cucurella was meant to have a scan yesterday and haven't heard anything since. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, look, hopefully. I mean, look, I think there's a lot of potential for Hato to be a good player, but he's looked a bit shaky at some points, and that's what's difficult. He's very one-footed, and I think he's been caught out a couple of times. But let's see. Some think it could include old clips before Leeds, but then it's only saying Hull. Yeah, I mean, look, they're not going to make hopefully the same mistake as me at Chelsea Football Club. I just did it because I thought it was quite a good image. Jem isn't going to be here. He's going to be on the Spaces later, so I'm doing this part until obviously we get the lineups, and I think Jem's going to be on from about maybe 7 o'clock. Jem will be on. We will hopefully be doing a live where we're going to be together at some point, but it's just at the moment, I've had a lot of personal things happening in my life, so I've just had to kind of manage a few bits. And then hopefully, I've only just missed one live, but yeah, anyways, you guys don't need to know and care about that. In the match preview yesterday, did Con and Jem go through the lineups at all? Toby, what do you say here? When's the next watch along, or do you not know that? So yeah, we're just trying to work out. So again, I don't know whether any of you guys know at all much about the streaming side of things in terms of getting things sorted, because we're looking into a couple of platforms to help us out with that. One of them is a platform called Overly, and an Overly is it's got some really good assets that we're going to use to help us out with the streaming side of things in terms of watch-alongs. Yeah, we could definitely do that. That's a really good idea, actually, GT. We could do that next week. We could do maybe a watch-along, and we can that's actually a really good idea. It's quite a good kind of chill live, isn't it then? But what I would like to do as well is more of a plan on the channel, and it's just depending on people as well. But I'd like to kind of integrate more people to come up on the channel as well and have more talk shows, so it doesn't mean that you guys are just constantly listening to myself and Jem the whole time. It'd be good to get you guys on if you obviously want to, and have your opinions on certain things as well, and maybe doing the watch along next week. I think Champions League's a really good idea, actually, to try and get some bits on there. It's a good idea, GT. Good idea. But back to, obviously, the match preview for today. It's pretty much it's a must-win, isn't it, really? Will we see Josh today? I don't know. I would like to see Sarr. That's a player that I would really like to see have a start today. Champions League could potentially be, yeah. I mean, it's a great idea, right? We'll just kind of see what happens. But yeah, that's a really good idea. I'm going to have a chat with Jem. And then another thing as well is obviously, I think I'm obviously going to just get the sign off from Jem, but I really want to get this the draw done for the kind of giveaway. And from the poll, we're going to be giving away a retro shirt. And obviously, there might be a decision on retro shirt of your choice. Obviously, Toby has provided us that website, which will have some given shirts. I think there was a couple of Drogba ones. There was a couple of Lampard ones. There was a Hazard one. So it'll all be really good. And so I think we're going to do the giveaway soon. I just want to check with Jem when he wants to do it for, but it's definitely something that I would like to do for you guys to say a thank you, really. As you know, I've kind of come onto this scene, and it's something that I've really enjoyed doing so far. And from me, I would just like to say thank you. So if there's a way of me doing that as a giveaway, I'd love to do that. But back to obviously the match preview for today and the countdown. Like I said, it's a must win, but we don't have certain players to be able to rotate. And I think Toby has alluded to this right now, saying here, look, really hope Caicedo is rested, but we don't have anyone else. And this is the problem. And I think this is why we're starting to see, I mean, look, Caicedo has obviously got such a high ceiling. He's been fantastic for us for many years now. But I think what's difficult for us is that he's naturally getting tired. And I think his performance is starting to show that. And I think even from the match reaction, you know, against Leeds, he was the catalyst really to start the poor element of us conceding that penalty. And yes, in my mind, the second goal against Leeds, I think that was a handball. And I'm quite surprised that they didn't even see that. And I know there's a ruling saying if it hits the body or whatever, but it interfered with play. But yeah, it's something that we've got to get rotation in this game. This is the time that we need to do it because, let's be honest, in my opinion, yes, I would love to win a cup. And when you're against opposition like Hull, you have to rotate. But we can't rotate with one player, and that's Garnacho. I can't see him in the team, but I think he's going to start today. Could ask Colin Pies to join the stream too, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it would be a really good idea. I mean, look, I think we want to get them more involved. I think obviously Jem is obviously very close with Khan and trying to get them on more. I think it'll be great. So why not? Yeah, let's get that started with that. Yeah, Enzo obviously getting a maximum 60 minutes. Problem is, thank you to Lavia and obviously Asugo at the moment that we can't rotate. And it's something that we have to surely look into in the summer. I know there's a really good player in there with Lavia, but I just think we all agree that we can't be in this position every year because look, Enzo's been a workhorse this year. Caicedo as well. It's only going to get to a point that if one of those go, like we all say, it's going to be a nightmare for us. How are we feeling on watching Garnetto and Delap tonight, Matt? Yeah. I don't know what your thoughts are on Delap, but I think it's coming into fruition about how I think it's been quite a poor signing with Delap. And I really felt that there could have been a really good potential player there. But I think he should have gone to an Everton or something like that. I think the step from Ipswich to Chelsea was too large for me. And look, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of João Pedro in the start, but he's really been impressing me recently and really started to become a really fundamentally strong player for us. And that's the problem when you've got someone like João Pedro who is continually performing. I can't see how Delap can get in this team. So tonight, he will have to play, but really, I'm expecting a minimum 7 to 8 out of 10 performance out of him because this is your time, Delap, to prove to Rocinha, prove to us as fans that you're here to stay, you're here to compete. But we're going to see. But look, with Garnetto, I mean, look, hopefully I would like to see Esteval and it would be Garnacho. That's what I would want to see. But would I be surprised if Neto starts? No, not at all. With the U21 match postponed tonight, hopefully Liam puts some academy players on the bench to give some players some rest. Yes, it would be nice, wouldn't it, Cal, to have something like that where we can bring some sort of the academy players through. Obviously, Reggie Walsh being one of them, I think he's an outstanding player. And I think, even when we had it in the Champions League and he had that kind of cameo, I thought he was fantastic. So I'd love to see that. But the problem is because we're in a situation that our second string team is so poor and inconsistent, we have to start our starting 11 to even compete against a championship team. So we'll see. Heavy touch the laps ball today. Yeah, can't wait. We don't play again for 8 days after tonight, so I think we'll go quite strong. And that's true as well. And and I think we should. And the Blung Thug want to be on the wing, yeah. Jesus Christ. Everyone can hold it on Joao. I told Darko over and over again he'll be brilliant for us, and he didn't believe him. Well, GT, look, you were one of those people with me as well, right? I very much at the start I said about I would take Jackson back over him. Look, I love to be proven wrong, so it's fine. I'm happy for it, and I'm anytime I'm watching at the moment, I think he's been outstanding at the moment. So fair play, and fair play to continuously kind of praising him, because it was certainly something I wasn't doing at the start. I was very much like umming and ahhing. But then Ender Warrior, I hope you're well. Saying about, would you take Jackson back? Probably. I would, in the sense of him being a second striker, yes, but I don't think that would be the case. You're seeing obviously how it's now that he wasn't even in the team for Bayern. It's becoming quite apparent that similar things are happening there. So no, I wouldn't. If it was me, if I could, I'd be going all out for Alvarez. All out for Alvarez. Even before he had that kind of barren run, I think he was a class player in the Prem. So definitely. Check Daily quickly. Let's have a look what's Daily saying. And if anyone gets a lineup before me, let me know. Let's have a look. Daily. Chelsea. Here we go. Here we go. Some little bit of a sneak peek into what's happening. I think people have been saying is Jesse Derry and Shim are in the squad. Good. God, you don't realise how big Achampong is. He's huge. He is a big boy. Yep, so you got Joao. There he is. Jesse Derry and Shim. Interesting. I mean, look. Would you start one of them? Imagine that, Jesse Derry over Garnacho. That'd be hilarious. That would be so funny. Dreamer, thank you, mate. Derry, finally. Even with Joao Pedro, would you still take Alvarez? For sure. I love Alvarez. I thought when he was at Man City, I thought he was outstanding. And it was only because of Haaland that they had to kind of accommodate to Haaland being in the team. So for sure, I would be taking. I'm sure a lot of other people would as well. Dreamer, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good Friday. It's the weekend. And it's great because it starts off with Chelsea, but we better bloody win tonight, hey? I'd love it if we started youth up top tonight, sub them out, and if it's not working, look. Imagine if Shim was up top and he'd be doing better than Delap. I think it would say a lot of things. If RKM isn't there, that's a disgrace. This is me being really stupid, GT. But who's RKM, if you don't mind me asking? Mamadou Star. Yeah, this is what I'm excited for tonight. Is it Vibes? Kiat Vibes? Is that your name? If I butchered that, I'm sorry. Yeah, absolutely. We need to start. I think we need to start him tonight, for sure. Sorry, my dog is just on the side. Just give me 2 seconds. What are you doing, Reggie? Sorry, guys. My dog is just such a pain. Oh, Kuma McQueen. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah. Why not? I need to understand a little bit more about the youth side. Needs to do a bit more research. But before the team comes out, let's do a bit of a prediction quickly, because I'm sure the team will be coming out very shortly. Unless it's going to come out very soon? Is it an hour and a half before, or was it hour and 15? But with that in mind, let's have a look at. I'm going to have to get your comments up on my phone so I can see what you guys are saying in terms of lineup. Right. Obviously, are we going to have Jorgensen in goal, or is it going to be Selena? What are we saying? Okay, I got your comments here now. Fantastic. Smash the likes if you can as well, guys. It really helps us out. So if you can smash the likes, that'd be fantastic. So Cal's thinking we're going strong tonight. Jorgensen's injured. Okay, GT, I'm really out of touch with injured players at the moment. So I assume that means Sanchez in goal then, right? So Sanchez, or is it Slonina? Who are we saying? So I'd say Sanchez in goal. And then who are we saying on the left? Who do you want on the left, guys? Pybus, I hope you're well. Teddy in goal. Hatto. So Pybus saying Hatto. Hatto, Sarr, Josh, Reese. Okay. That's what Cal's saying. What do we think of what Cal's saying? Do we agree with that? So should we go? This is what Cal thinks our back line's going to be. Do you think Reese is going to start tonight? That youngster keeper is meant to be starting tonight. Oh, is he? What's the youngster's name? Let's have a look. Teddy. Oh, Teddy Sharman. Teddy Sharman, yeah. So let's go with. He might not have a picture. Let's have a look. There we go. So we think Teddy Sharman Lowe is going to start tonight. Okay. I think the back line from Cal's pretty fair. Then obviously midfield, who are we going for? We're going to say Santos Caicedo again, or we're going to. I mean, he had a fantastic game, and that's what was a shame about that Leeds performance, right? Is that his performance really showed kind of the levels that Santos could be at. So we're going to say Caicedo and Santos in midfield. I think it will be. So GT, you're saying, I think Josh will be right back and Trev plays with Sarr. So you're saying, okay, Santos, Gusto, Enzo. Ooh, I can already see it. Santos was awesome. Yeah, I would love Reggie Walsh, Toby as well in the team. I think he was brilliant. Big up to everyone who's here so far. Thank you for joining. So GT is going with Chalobah and then Josh in the back line. So that's what GT is going for in the back line. What do we think about that? Yeah, everyone. Yeah, if everyone can smash the likes, it's very much appreciated. There's over 30 of you here, so James and Santos in the middle. Okay, so let's do what GT thinks first, and then let's see what everyone else thinks about that. So you're saying it's going to be James and Santos in midfield. GT, who would you have as your middle three then? Yeah, who would you have as your middle three? Because I think that could be an option just to get Reese in the team. So GT's going for Garnacho. Let's have a look. So you're going Garnacho on the left, I assume. Esteval, Neto. Ooh, okay. Esteval on the 10. Neto. Delat. So that's GT's team. Can everyone see that? Yeah, that's interesting. I think that's pretty fair. It'll be interesting to see what Sharman Lowe's like in goal. Okay. Right. So this is who. So this is what GT's saying is that's going to be his kind of front four. It's going to be Garnacho, Esteval, Neto, and Delap. So Esteval on a 10. Give me Derry left wing. He actually is better. I'm not even having a laugh. Yeah. Do you know what would be amazing with that though, Cal? Is that I bet it would completely expose how shocking that Garnacho transfer is. I would love it. I would love it if at the end of the summer we get rid of him. He has been atrocious for us. 40 million Garnacho cost. 40 million. Let's see. Would you guys, I mean, it'd be incredible if this was the case and this would be mental, but would you go with that? Oh, Dreamer, thank you very much for the power chat. Much appreciated. Thank you, Dreamer. Smash the likes, everyone, if you can. Got more goals than Delat. What's a waste? What's a waste, Trini Bob? Jimmy Blue, I hope you're well, my friend, saying that I think Badiashile and Sarr could start. Sharman Lowe. Keeper. Yeah, apparently he could be starting tonight, Jimmy Blue. So it could be him or Sanchez because Jorgensen's out. Could we also get rid of Jamie Gittins, please? And thank you. Yeah, I mean, I feel for him because I think there's a player there, but he just looks absolutely petrified when he gets on the pitch for us. And I just think there's just so much going on in his head. There's a clear player who's got quality there, and it's just too raw. And I think that's the problem. It's the same with Mudryk as well. I think if you can just hone him in and just tighten it up his certain skills, then we'll see. But yeah, I think what will happen is I think Gittins could go on loan. Daniel, I hope you're well. Yeah. Huge night. It's a huge night for Delat. This is what we were saying earlier, is that he really has a lot to prove, in my opinion. And this is really critical time for him, I think, because I believe that if we don't see much of a performance from him, I think we could get rid of him. We've not invested too much money. We still probably could recoup that if a promoted team comes up or something like that, or West Ham or someone on that level would go in for him. I think we'd be able to get our money back. Off topic, Matt, that Hollister jacket, I got it yesterday. Oh, did you? Oh, nice, Cal. That's good. I was going to get one of those. Well, Cal, going on to that as well, if anyone who's just joined, the giveaway is we've obviously did a poll on it, and we're going to be doing the retro shirt. So we are going to just sort that out soon. But Toby had the link. I'm going to ask him for it again. We'll run through it a bit later. But it's we're going to do a retro shirt. Hopefully, I think it's like one of Jogbras or Hazards or Lampards, something like that. So whoever wins, we'll give you a decision on which one you would like and whatever size. But that's really good to know. I'll get one of those, Cal. Nice one. Delap got more yellow cards and goals this season. Well, there. I mean, that says it all, really, isn't it? Says it all. Says it all. Jimmy Blue would love to see Derry start, to be honest. Liam surely by now can't stand. Yeah, I mean, I think it says it all, to be fair. He's not really starting that many games anymore. He's an unreliable player. So, yeah, he's very unreliable. So we'll see. But what do we... So it probably will be Garnacho starting, unfortunately. Sorry, my camera keeps going off and on for some reason today. If Garnacho doesn't start tonight, we've got to start throwing... Oh yeah, you know, him and his brother are going to start soon. I mean, I remember there was a time when he came, he kind of first came to Chelsea, and he kind of got angry and had a tantrum when he got taken off, and he was dog shit. So I was at 30 seconds to a lineup. Let's stay. I'm going to keep this ready, but keep this in mind. I think obviously Garnacho on the left, but we would love to see Derry. But let's keep. Here we go. Lineup is out, everyone. Lineup is out. So here we go. It's Sanchez in goal, James, Fofana, Sarr, Hato, Caicedo, Andre Santos, Neto, Esteval, Garnacho, and Delap. What do we think, guys? What do we think of that? So we've got Sanchez. Okay, let me get this built up. Sanchez, James, Fofana. Okay, so Sanchez. Okay, we've got Fofana, James. It's good that Reece is back. Like that. I like to see that. Caicedo. And we pretty much got it right except the centre-back pairing. Garnacho. Shame, obviously, Charmanley, but look. So that is our team. Let me just check one more time. Sanchez, James, Fofana, Sarr, Hato, Caicedo, Andre Santos, Neto, Esteval, Willian, Garnacho, and Delap. Interesting. So here we go. This is what our lineup is, everyone. So I'm just sharing this tab now for you. What do we think? It's no Palmer. Lavia is still not even on the bench. Noni season, I hope you're well. Garnacho, of course. But yeah, I think what we're looking forward to tonight is, I think, Sarr. I think Sarr will be really good. Looking forward to that. Palmer's in Dubai. Okay. I'm not going to repeat the rest of that, GT, for God's sakes. This is a family channel. But yeah, so that's obviously our, GT wild comment. Navi's not even a bench. Yeah, I think, Jimmy, look, it'd be good to see Sarr. I think it'll be really exciting to see him. I think this is we all knew that he wasn't really going to start the last game, so I think this is a really good game for him to be in. So let's see. We'll see. But I think this is a good game. Good lineup. I'm glad Esteval's playing. I think that's great. If you guys were to look at what you wanted in terms of performance today, who would they be? Who would be the people that you would be looking out for? In my opinion, as always, it's probably going to be Delap. I think Delap and Garnacho are huge for this game. But I'd also like to see Esteval as well. I think he's been good. I'd like to just get a few more minutes, consistent minutes, and maybe get a goal. Rogue, you're saying obviously Delap is you're looking out for. Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. Fair play, Palm, by the way, right? Who are you guys looking out for in this game? Who do you want as your kind of big performers in the game? Let's have a look, see if there's anything else come out. 27. So who's on the bench? So we got Sharman Lowe, Gusto, Achimpong, Tosin, Badiashile, Enzo, Derry, Joao Pedro, and Shin. I'm okay with that. I mean, obviously, look, we've given certain players rest as well. So obviously, no Cucurella. Obviously, no Cole Palmer. But I would like to see Derry. I think it's great that Enzo's getting rest. Tosin's obviously back. Shame for Achimpong, though, but I think it's because we need to try and utilise Sarr a bit more. But yeah, so no Gue either, GT. You're right. No Gue. I mean, he's gone, obviously, hasn't he? Where does Derry play? What position? Oh. Whatever Garnacho is, that's what I would say. Yeah, I think he's left wing. That's weird. There's no Gue in the game where you could get minutes for. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it's a weird one with Gue because he's a good player. somewhat. I caveat that somewhat. He's great at pressing, but he just looks very brash when he tries to shoot and everything. And I just feel, again, we only got him for 5 mil. I'm not sure. He was probably hoping, we were probably hoping that Sunderland would have done a bit more of him, but due to our striker crisis, we had to bring him back. He isn't Chelsea level, yeah, and will never be, unfortunately. No, well, unfortunately, I think a lot of players are unfortunately like that, but it says a lot if the bar of Chelsea at the moment has been set so low that you can't even be at that level, so I think it says a lot. Yeah, absolutely, Strasbourg. I would. It'd be great. Liam Delap will not only start, but I'll have a very strong feeling that he'll score against his former club. Like it. I like the confidence there. But it is a big night for Delap. You're absolutely right. Toby, so only one midfielder on the bench. F me, we really needed to get someone in jam. SD's being brain dead again. Yeah, look, apparently we've got the internal solutions are all there. And then Asugo had the mighty slip, which meant he was out for pretty much the whole season. How good is Sarr? Well, look, he had a good AFCON, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. I mean, a lot of people said he's good. I can't wait. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he plays today. It'll be interesting to see. Just seeing who's Hull's striker. It's over. Let's see Hull's lineup. See, who's Hull? What? Who's Hull's striker? Let's have a look. At Hull City. Who's their striker? Who's their striker, guys? I can't. Oh, McBurney. Oh God, yeah. No thanks. Yeah, absolutely not. Oh God, you just know, don't you? Shivers when he was at Sheffield United. Yeah, not good. Yeah, that's not what we want to see tonight. Yeah, I think, you know what, Toby? I would like to see a confident performance from Esteval, because I think his minutes have been probably correct. I think, I think he probably should have played more when Neto's been playing poor. But I would like to see a confident performance from him tonight. Really like showing that there's levels to his game and levels between himself and Hull. And I think it would be really good for us to get a good performance out of him and potentially get a brace. That'd be great. I hope you're well, Melina. Fofana is a liability. Well, look, I find with Fofana's performance, he's very hot and cold. He can either be really good, really strong in aerial duels, taking the ball forward, or he can be a bit pathetic. Certainly not something I would want to say as a £70 million player, but I don't think we're ever going to get that back. To be honest, if it was my opinion, I'd be happy if we can just keep him fit and then he goes to Marseille or something, in my opinion, because I don't think he's a level raiser. Cal, I don't like Esteval on a 10. He's more passive there. On the right, he's a completely different player. Yeah, well, look, I remember obviously when we got Esteval, there was a lot of talks of saying that that was his position, was a number 10. So I agree with maybe in a Chelsea shirt that he has probably looked more promising and confident on the right. I think maybe when he has played in a 10, we're playing against a lot of low blocks, so there's just a lot of traffic in the way. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it might be that there might be a bit of a switch, and then it's more that kind of Neto's the one floating in between that half space of a 10 and trying to combine a bit more. We just don't know. We don't know. But yeah, that's our team, everyone. Hopefully, it's a strong team. It's a very strong team, in fact. And we should be doing quite, I believe, a lot of damage tonight with regards to that team. So we should be, I believe, it should be, 3-0, 3-1, something like that. Problem is, we don't have a backup number 10 anymore. But Buonanotte wasn't even replaced by these clowns. Well, I mean, look, Jimmy, the whole summer we were trying to get a number 10 with blimmin' Xavi Simons. And look, I know he's not maybe performed at Tottenham, but I think he could have potentially have done well for us, but you know, that's why they're called Clown Lake for that reason. We'll see. Cole Palmer doesn't start, which is fine by me, as I would have done the same thing and rest him for our game against Arsenal and praying that he doesn't slip up like he did away against Leeds. Yeah. Praying that he doesn't slip up like he did away against Leeds. Are you talking about Esteval there? I hope Hato gets a full 90 minutes. Yeah, do you know what, Toby, as well? This is what's difficult for Hato. I think he's got really good. He's had good moments for us, and then he's had really shaky moments. And I just hope tonight that, again, he just gets confidence up. And these are the games you need him in. But we need him more now because obviously, clearly, Cucurella, is unfit. Trini Bob, who are you talking about there? What's going on there? Who the F is that? How good is Quenda, and how much game time do you think he'll get next season at Chelsea? Well, look, Daniel, I mean, there's a lot of talk of him being good, but this is the difficulty when you're a young player, and this is what I find is not correct. When you're a good player and you're young, there's all of a sudden pressure immediately. But then how the Chelsea board see it is that they want them to grow within the team. But I believe us now as fans and as a club and as the model, we don't have time to grow anymore. We need to start getting results. But I believe Quenda, maybe isn't at the kind of stardom level of Esteval, but I think quality-wise, from what I've seen, I think there's a real promising player there. And I don't think you're going to see it much be long that if Garnacho is going to be at the club, I don't think he'll be starting over Quenda, put it that way. My mic sounded better. Okay, good. So my mic's sounding better. Yeah, so there's another thing. I've got my studio display at home. I've got my mic all set up now, so we're going to be testing it out soon. Maybe, like Cal said, I think we should do some watch-alongs next week for the Champions League, so we can get it all work there and it can all work fine, which is good. We need a backup number 10 next season. Well, I think it's apparent. Obviously, that Facundo deal, to me, I think that was just to help right now, to be fair. In my opinion, I think that was to help potential new business in the future. Quenda will be treated like Esteval. Yeah, and that's probably fair. That is probably fair. So, yes. So, yeah, I will see. But I think other than that, guys, I mean, look, we've got pics coming out with Mamadou Sarr obviously wearing the number 19. Obviously, yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of people talking about, Jesse Derry and stuff. God. Wow, I didn't realise that. Raheem Sterling's gone to Feyenoord. God, I'm so behind on news. Wow. Crazy. Xavi Simons in the summer when he gets relegated. Yeah, could you imagine if Tottenham get relegated? So they've announced Igor, who's it? Igor Thiago or something today. Who's it? God, I'm so useless with it. Who have they appointed? Apparently it's not a good appointment though. So we'll see. Before we go, guys, what do we think the score predictions are going to be as well? What do we think the score predictions are going to be? I've just scored a brace with Esteval versus Hull and FIFA. Like it. I like it. Tudor. So, yeah. I've got dogs everywhere at the moment. Sorry about that. Yes, so I like that you've done a test run. That's good. Can't wait for Cole Palmer, Quenda, Esteval. Yeah, it's going to be but this is what's so crazy, right, with the squad building. On paper, some of these players are very good. It's just whether we can. But just like I said, just before we go, because we're going to hit the 40-minute mark, and I think Jem and Con are going on their spaces probably at 7. So we'll transition. You guys can go to there. But just before we go, what are our score predictions? So Cal is going 4-1. Jimmy's going 3-0. Was that the score on FIFA, or is that the score you're going with? Anyone in the Discord, have a look at my Chelsea Ultimate Team. Where's that? Oh, let's have a look. I'm just looking at it now, GT. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's class. Don't know if you guys can. You guys see this? No, you probably can't. It's pretty difficult to see. So you got Eden Hazard, Delap, Esteval, Enzo, Cole Palmer, Santos. Yeah, that's a class team. Yeah, that's sick. Like that. Daniel's going 3-1. And Jimmy Blue score. Okay, so you're still going 3-0. I think tonight is going to be 3-0 as well. So, yeah, I would say 3-0. I think it needs to be because of the quality we've got in the team. Just checking before we go if Jem is ready to go live yet. If he isn't, we'll stay on until he does go on. Let's have a look. Has he gone on yet? Don't know whether he's gone live. He's not gone live yet. So we will see. But look, guys, I'm going to call it there. I think Jem's going to go on very shortly. Daniel, you think we're going to concede a goal? Interesting, potentially. Toby's saying 3-0, but I don't have faith in Delap scoring. That's a good shout. I don't think Delap's going to score. I don't think he's going to actually have a good game. And I think it'll be quite damning to his Chelsea career, I think, if he doesn't have a good game tonight. We defo concede, can sniff a mistake. What, from a set piece? Cal, from a set piece, do you think? It'd be very interesting. See if there's any more news before I go. Reece James, yeah, he's class. No, there isn't anything else, but we're definitely conceding. So look, I'm going to call it there. I think Jem's going to be going on any time now with Con. I would sell Delap next season. Yeah, I think it's what I said earlier, Daniel, to be fair. I think he's going to go. I think we were banking on him to be a little bit better. I think the injuries haven't helped, but I think Joao Pedro's form's not helped him either. But to be honest, you can't take an informed player out of the team. And I think the drop-off is so massive between them that you can't kind of change the team, to put him in there. Delap, isn't it? And I think that's started to happen now. And I think a lot of people are saying that you shouldn't have maybe gone to Chelsea. I think we all thought there was going to be a good player there, but we'll see. But look, I think Jem's about to go live anytime now. So I'm going to call it there. And then what we'll do is listen to Con and Gemma on Spaces in a minute, and then they'll be on at half time as well. And then we'll probably do a match reaction tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Chelsea. We are just about to leave. I'm surprised I did put notifications out. But before you go, we're going to be doing giveaway soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Chelsea. So giveaway soon will be a retro Chelsea shirt we're going to be doing. And it'll be either Drogba, Hazard, Lampard, something like that. 2 goals tonight. If Delap wants to get more minutes, he has to score at least 3 goals tonight. Yeah, fair, Toby. I think 2 goals. Yeah, I think you're trying to get one's even enough. Guy would do better tonight to serve his chances. Well, look, that's the thing. I think a lot of us will say Guy or Delap. I'd be picking Guy. But look, guys, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Jem's going to be on any time soon. So just keep an eye on the spaces with Jem and Con. And actually saying that, they've just done their space now. So I'm going to leave it there. Join their spaces if you don't know their spaces. And just before you go, just to help support myself, if you can give me a follow on my page, I'd very much appreciate that. Here's my channel here. I'm trying to just boost my following and get my community up so I can speak to more of you guys. So if you can, drop me a follow. That'd be fantastic. And we'll go from there. But before we go, you can see Jem is now live. Jem is now live on the spaces. So go and join him there. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks very much, guys. Up the Chelsea. Let's go.